What's up, guys? Welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of the Game Plan Pod. I'm Peter.
I'm Vincent.
And I'm Henry.
Let's get into this week's episode. As always, you can listen to Season 1 and Season 2 on Spotify. Alright, let's dive into NBA so far. So the playoffs have started. We're nearing the second round with only one series.
Let's go Knicks, baby.
Round of applause there, Jalen Brunson's team.
Yep. The Villanova squad, the Villanova boys coming in clutch.
The Knicks. And speaking of the Knicks, is Jalen Brunson a top 5 Knick ever?
I mean, to say this with not even him concluding his first season as a Knick is pretty crazy as a debate, but I don't think so.
Maybe not including his first season. He already played
Second. Second. He's not done with his second season yet. That's pretty crazy. I mean, last year obviously was very impressive.
Yeah.
No one expected this at all. I mean, they made it to the second round of the playoffs, almost made it to the conference finals, but they got stopped by the Heat.
And that was with Randall.
Yeah.
That was with Randall.
And now it looks like they're. I'm going to say this, but it looks like they're playing a little bit better without Randall right now. If I'm being honest,
agree.
I think they're playing a little bit better without Randall.
I disagree. I think they were playing much better.
I think Randall's a
Randall.
big piece of that offense too.
I think, yeah, I agree. But I think the thing that they're missing from Randall is the scoring. Like, Hardenstein and Mitchell Robinson are great. Deuce off the bench is great, but like they're not scorers. Like Deuce is a scorer, but he's not going to put up a lot because he's not getting that many minutes. Like that's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Harden's not a scorer either. It's really Dante heaving up threes, and then it's just Brunson.
That's why they're missing Randall as a second option, because every team's that second option that can score by themselves without passing. You know, when you need a bucket and you're down big. This is why Brunson's getting this many shots a game, because they need him. It's not because he's the best player. Well, obviously he's the best player, but it's because they need him to score, because no one else can without a pass or a cut or anything like that.
But the problem with Randall is not a smart player either. So I think that Randall, he adds a lot of value scoring, but he doesn't have great decision making. I mean, he heaves up a lot of shots.
He does.
And him not playing takes those, reads away and, gives them to Brunson. So, yeah. I mean, it's a very interesting question so early in his Knicks career.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't think so. He's not top
not
5.
Yet.
He's probably top 10. But I mean,
people say he's better than Melo already.
He's not better than Melo.
Which is just
ridiculous. I don't know where this Melo hate is coming from.
I saw some Instagram posts saying that Melo's NBA career is being thrown under the bus. First of all, you have a player took his name. People when you go to an 8-year-old, they're like, "Who is Melo?" They're gonna say LaMelo Ball. That's number one. Number 2, Jokic took his number, and number 3, Brunson.
Yeah, Jokic took his number.
So, I mean, calling Brunson the top 5 Knick right now is crazy. Calling him better than Melo is crazy. In the future, though, it's not
Possibly.
It's not crazy.
It's not crazy in the future.
Currently,
no,
absolutely.
No. If he wins the finals this year, he is top 5.
Yeah.
If
they win this, he's the team. He's the only scorer on the team.
Just New York's
he's the only scorer on the team.
New York's going crazy if they win.
New York is burning. New York will be set on fire.
Off the top of my head, there's Ewing, there's Willis Reed, there's Bernard King, Carmelo, Willis Reed, and David Dubussier. But those are 7 guys that. Brunson played 2 years. He's not even. He shouldn't be in the conversation because his career hasn't even peaked yet.
I have a different question. I have a different question. If Brunson played the way he's been playing in the back, the last couple games of the season and this playoff so far, if he kept up the average stat line he has, is he in the MVP conversation?
100%.
Should be.
He already
1,000% he should.
He already should be.
The problem is that Jokic or Embiid they're gonna win it every year because the idiots who vote don't look at. First of all, Embiid. I hate him. I'm so happy that
every NBA fan just has a Sixer hates Embiid.
Yeah,
he's not
fun
to watch.
He's not fun to watch.
He's not fun to watch at all.
He's dirtier than Draymond. He has more flagrant fouls than Draymond with 500 games less played.
That's insane.
And he's a free throw merchant. So you're telling me that all those things don't account for Brunson having a shot against him at MVP? Or Jokic too. Jokic is even worse to watch.
Yep.
Jokic is even worse to watch.
No, he's not.
Jokic is bad to watch.
He's not as bad as Embiid.
Okay, but they're both bad. I rather
they're centers.
I rather Shea win. I rather Edwards win. I rather a guard win. They're just fun to watch.
Yeah, but like.
They're never going to win because they look at they see that Jokic is basically averaging a triple double.
Yeah.
They get
it's easy for a center to get rebounds now. Like obviously nowadays, now they have now the 3-point is developing. So obviously every center is going to start to put that in their game. So it's one thing to take away from the point guard that it has over the center.
Yeah, true. But there, I mean, like, and then you have like. Assists, right, which most guards have significantly more assists than centers, and then Jokic has like 12 assists a game.
Because he's being double teamed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's the only reason.
It's just because the scheme that play against him.
Yeah.
He's the center of that offense.
Yeah.
But at like Brunson, he was the best player in the series.
100%.
By far.
On the court.
By far.
Best player.
Best player.
I mean, Maxey that
he
one
put
game,
New York on his
but
back. He put New York on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't really say
he
put New York on
no,
his back.
He did.
He did.
There's okay. Well, first of all,
there were some games where he did.
First of all, DiVincenzo won the game.
DiVincenzo did win that one game.
And Josh Hart.
Josh Hart is a dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
And I have another take right here. If we don't have Mitchell Robinson, we lose the series. He locked up and
oh yeah,
he did.
He locked up and
they have such a good
which is a
center,
huge factor.
bro.
But like, if you look at different categories, different people, different players, contributed to the team. But if you're looking at overall points and what ultimately wins you the game, Bronson put New York on his back.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
No, when you watch it, like in that game 6. After the second half, Philly had all that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
When they couldn't hit a shot, and they were like, "Are they going to lose this game?" Brunson put them. He took every shot.
Brunson had those back-to-back threes. That won the game.
Yeah.
Done. Over. I knew when he sunk both of those in a row. I knew it was over. I knew it was over.
You knew he was having a great game.
I knew it.
He was just having a great game after that.
And Embiid, I didn't even know Embiid put up 40 and felt like the box score.
Yeah.
He's just so boring. He's so boring to watch. Like it's just like another.
It's just some big guy using his weight and height to his advantage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Besides Brunson in the playoffs, who are like the top 5 players on the rise?
All right, so my top 5 players that are on the rise in the playoffs and unexpectedly. All right, here are my top 5 from 5. Number 5, we have Derek White. This guy on the Celtics is a 20-point per game scorer each game. I mean, he's defensively a monster. He's offensively great 3-point shooter. I mean, he helped a lot close this game after the Celtics without being, top 4 player on this team. I mean, he played really well. And he fits so well with this team, and that's why I think he's number 5. Going on to number 4, we have Jaden McDaniels from the Timberwolves. He had 2 games that are like monster. He had a 25-point game in game 2 and an 18-point game in game 4. And he locked KD that entire series. He just played monster defense on that entire big 3, and he was very impressive that entire series.
Is this including the teams that are also eliminated?
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously I won't have those teams. Oh yeah, I do have one actually. Okay. Number 3, I have Jalen Williams from OKC. Being this is his first playoff series and he's maintaining his stats even better, he's averaging 20 points per game on like 50% shooting and 40 from 3. He's still continuing what he did from his impressive sophomore season and even more. I mean, also, he played TJ McCollum that entire series, and McCollum was struggling very bad from the field. It obviously propelled them to the sweep, and he's looking very promising in his young career. On to number 2, we have Josh Hart from New York.
I mean, he's hard.
Without him,
he has hard.
First of all, he played every minute basically. Yeah. He didn't sit. He didn't sit at all.
Just to interrupt your point right here, he's 6'5".
He's like 6'3". He's not 6'5".
I think he's 6'5".
He's not 6'5".
I think he's 6'5".
Still, the player he played for like the past
He's 6'4".
This entire series, he's been playing every single minute.
Practically. I think he missed like 8 minutes.
Oh yeah, he leads playoffs in minutes.
Yeah.
And he's fourth in rebounds per game.
That's unbelievable.
He's 4th in rebounds per game.
He's 6'4".
He's a dog.
That's insane. I mean, the hustle on display every second.
He's got hops. He's got hops.
Like 99 stamina.
He gives 110% every game.
Every
single game.
He dove multiple times
in game 6. And the most important shot of his career, he hit it.
Yeah.
That 3 sealed the game.
Sealed the deal.
After After all of those missed free throws the Knicks had, after all those lost opportunities, they finally closed it out. And just what a performance in series from Josh Hart in the end.
Well, I just realized that we
Villanova
named practically every player on the Knicks, and this just proves what I was just about to say, how this player is getting forgotten. OG. We did not mention OG. We did not mention OG.
He played amazing.
OG destroyed Embiid.
That slam was amazing.
That was just fantastic to see. As a New York fan who absolutely hates Philly.
All our reactions were priceless to that slam.
OG just went. I mean, he even clamped Embiid himself. He had multiple blocks against Embiid.
The problem with Embiid was that he was gassed in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you could tell.
He was
completely shut down in the fourth quarter. He was absent in the fourth quarter. He did nothing.
He had 0 points.
Nothing.
He did nothing in all of the games.
Wait. He had 0 points, I think.
I don't know about all the games.
I think
in one of them.
In
one of
them,
them,
I think he might have had 0.
But he was completely shut down.
And when Maxey's not on too, it's hard for that team. I mean, like, first of all, Tobias Harris, I mean, horrific.
His career, I think
0 points the entire game.
Buddy Hield.
I think his
What was
career.
his contract?
580. He got the bag and he doesn't give a shit.
Him over Jimmy Butler? Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler?
And Buddy Hield will never ever do that again. Will never ever do that again.
Yeah.
Never ever.
If he didn't do that, that game wouldn't be close in the fourth quarter.
No. Like, I don't think Buddy Hield's ever made that many threes in a row, like, practicing.
Well, no, he would. Don't underestimate Buddy Hield. He used to be. He's one of the best 3-point shooters ever.
Okay, but he's not doing that against the Knicks ever again in the playoffs in Game 6.
At that age, he's basically a wash.
Let's be real.
He didn't play a single minute.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. So what made him just like get subbed into the game? What he dropped?
Because they needed something.
Yep.
They needed something to work, and it did work.
Oh, and Nicholas Batum, like,
yeah,
just bad.
Back to my list at number 1, most impressive that stood out to me this entire series. I hate this team, but this player played his heart out, and that would be Tyrese Maxey. He was
great.
Unbelievable, averaging like 30 points and like 6 assists.
He had the worst game he had was the most important game.
Yeah, true.
But he got them to that game. If it wasn't for him,
he still scored 17 points.
Yeah.
But that game 5, 46 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists.
Unreal.
He scored 7 points in 30 seconds.
Unreal.
Maxey played amazing.
I need the logo
Just
first.
wow.
Yeah, I need the logo first.
Yep.
And one, I mean.
Yeah, and one, which was a travel. It was a travel. It was indeed a travel afterwards.
Wow.
But still.
I mean,
He's the reason why they were at.
He's the reason why it wasn't a sweep, or it went to Game 6.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey. Game 1, 33. Game 2, 35, 9, and 10. Game 3.
9 boards.
9 boards.
Wow.
Game 3, 25, 4, and 7. Game 4, 23, 6, and 6. Game 5, 46, 5, and 9. And Game 6, 17.
Yeah.
I mean, as a Philly hater, I hate Philly, I hate Embiid.
We all hate
I love Maxey though.
Tyrese Maxey's special.
Like, you can.
He's special.
You can hate.
He's very good.
You can hate a team, but
if there's a
you can like a player.
Even respect.
I don't like any player.
He's done nothing wrong to me.
I don't like any
Maxey's
player
a great
in Philly.
player.
I don't like any player in Philly, but I don't hate Devonta Smith. He's a good guy. I watched his Heisman speech. He's a good guy. He was a stud in college.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. Do I like him? No, I don't like the Eagles at all in general. Do I respect him? He's a good guy? Yeah. Same with Maxey. Maxey's just an overall stud. He's not a dirty player like his asshole teammate.